Hi friends, welcome to my channel Bani the English World. Today we'll teach preposition. So let's get started, and the first one is at. To point out specific time we can use at. For example, I will meet you at 4 p.m. My father will come back at 8 p.m. To indicate night, noon and midnight, we can also use at. For example, she will be at home at noon. I like to study at night. New Year starts at midnight. To indicate an email, we can also use at. Example, please email me at abc@defg.com. To indicate a place, we can also use at. For example, there is a party at the clubhouse. There were hundreds of people at the park. Someone is at the door. He is sitting at the corner. Sarika will be waiting for you at the bus stop. Used to indicate an activity. For example, Sonia is very good at English. Rahul is very bad at Bengali. Now I'm going to start on. To express a surface of something, we can use on. For example, I put a knife on the kitchen table. The paper is on my desk. Used to specify days and dates. For example, my brother came here on Friday. He will come here on 24th August. Used to indicate a device or machine such as computer, phone, etc. For example, he is on the phone right now. Rohan has been on the computer since this morning. To indicate a body part, we can use on. For example, the stick hit me on my shoulder. I wear a ring on my finger. To indicate a subject matter, we can use on. For example, Napoleon Hill wrote a book on success habits. They were talking on politics. Used to indicate a source of communication. For example, I watched this movie on TV. She heard it on the radio. The audio was recorded on the computer. Now in. To indicate an unspecific times during a day and months, season, year, we can use in. For example, my father reads newspaper in the morning. We get vacations in the summer season. The semester will start in April. Used to indicate a period of time. Example, Sonia will come back in 3 hours. I will finish this project in half an hour. Used to indicate a big place like country, continent, state, etc. For example, she lives in India. Sonia lives in Asia. I live in West Bengal. We can use in to indicate an enclosed place. For example, Sonia is in the car. They are wandering in the park. Used to indicate a permanent action that is going on for few years. For example, Bikram is in the army. My cousin brother is in the police. To indicate shape, size and color, we can use in. For example, this painting is mostly in blue. The students stood in a circle. This jacket comes in 4 different sizes. Used to indicate a belief, opinion, interest or feeling. For example, I believe in humanity, not religion. They are not interested in gambling. Now I am going to start with. To indicate The company or presence of somebody or something we can use with. For example, I live with my parents. He has a client with him right now. Used to indicate having or carrying something. For example, a girl with red hair, a man with a suitcase, a jacket with a hood. To indicate using something, we can use with. For example, cut it with a knife. Don't cut the fruits with unwashed knife. To say what feels covers with something, we can use with. For example, the bag is stuffed with dirty clothes. Her eyes filled with tears. The bottle is filled with water. Used to indicate the opposition to somebody or something. For example, she had an argument with her boss. Don't fight with your classmate. Used to indicate a communication with. For example, be careful with the classes. Are you satisfied with the result? Stop being angry with him. Used to indicate because of something and as it happens. For example, skill comes with practice. Result comes with patience. Now I'm going to start off. Used to indicate belonging to, relating to, or connected with. For example, the secret of the game is that you can't win. The first page of the book describes the author's profile. Used to indicate reference. Example, she got married in the summer of 2020. This is the picture of my family. To indicate an amount of number, we can use of. Example, I drank 3 cups of milk. A large number of people gathered to protest. Used to indicate the relationship of a part of something to its whole. For example, some parts of his body were injured. Most of the guests are gone. Now the preposition for. To indicate the use of something, we can use for. Example, I baked a cake for your birthday. He has been studying hard for the final exam. Used to indicate the reason, like, I'm so happy for you. Only for this reason, I have decided to quit this job. To indicate time or duration, we use for. Example, he has been famous for few decades. She attended the university for 1 year only. Now the preposition by. To indicate beside, at the side of, close to, next to, we use by. For example, the house is by the river. I would love to live in a house by the sea. Used to indicate how we travel somewhere. For example, Seema went to Delhi from Kolkata by train. I go to college by bus. Used to indicate how we communicate with someone. For example, I was talking to him by telephone. She will send the invoice by post. Please confirm me the order by email. Used to indicate how we pay for something. Example, they paid for the computer by check. Can you pay by credit card? To indicate to do something alone, we can use by. For example, I enjoy reading book by myself. Let's do something by ourselves. Used to indicate the time that is not later than, before, or at a particular time. For example, please send me the payment by tomorrow. I will come back by 5 p.m. In passive voice, we use by. For example, this work is done by Rohan. The dog was killed by him. Now the preposition from. To show where somebody or something starts, we use from. Example, he began to walk away from her. The train has arrived from Delhi. Used to indicate what the origin of somebody or something is. For example, Jasmine is from Italy. They had collected the documents from the 16th century. To indicate when something starts, we use from. For example, she is blind from birth. The shop is open from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. Used to indicate how far apart two places are. For example, his house is 70 kilometers away from his office. I am 100 kilometers away from that spot right now. Used to indicate the material that something is made of. For example, steel is made from iron. To show from something to something, we use from. Example, you need a break from your routine. Please translate this paragraph from English to Hindi. So that's it for today. I will be back with other prepositions. So thank you guys for sticking with me this long. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.